Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Sunday, July 14th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's edition of AEW Collision, broadcast on TNT and featuring matches taped on Wednesday at the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary, Alberta. In the main event, the Undisputed Kingdom's Matt Taven and Mike Bennett defeated Kyle O'Reilly and Orange Cassidy in a match that saw interference from Trent Beretta, Tomohiro Ishii, and Roderick Strong. Earlier in the night, Strong defeated Dalton Castle to become the #1 contender to the Ring of Honor World title. Strong now moves on to face ROH World Champion Mark Briscoe at Death Before Dishonor on July 26. Konosuke Takeshita defeated Tommy Billington in the opener. After the match, Takeshita's manager Don Callis attempted to recruit Billington into the Callis family but was rebuffed. Billington was then attacked by Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher until FTR made the save. In other results, Top Flight beat Anthony Ogogo and Lee Moriarty. Sky Blue defeated Harley Cameron. Nyla Rose downed Ava Lawless. And in a six-man tag team match, Juice Robinson and the Gunn Brothers defeated London Lightning, Michael Allen, Richard Clark, and Sean Moore. CMLL and New Japan Pro Wrestling presented their co-promoted FantasticaMania tour last night at Mount Pleasant High School in San Jose, California. The main event was a Relevos Increíbles tag team match where feuding wrestlers team with each other. Doki and Mystico were the successful duo, downing the team of Rocky Romero and Volador Jr. Willow Nightingale became the first American-born wrestler to hold the CMLL World Women's Championship, pinning Viva Van in a three-way match which also included Juvia. Nightingale won the title that was vacated on Wednesday when Stephanie Vacker departed the company. Other title matches saw New Japan Strong Openweight champion Gabe Kidd hold on to his title with a win over Ultimo Guerrero, and Satoshi Kojima and Okamura retained the MLW World Tag Team title, turning back the challenge of Magnus and Regito. Also on the show, Yota Tsuji beat Barbaro Cavernario, Hechicero and Virus defeated Zack Sabre Jr. and Bad Dude Tito, and the DKC won the Copa Fantastica four-way over Adrian Quest, Kukui, and Viento. World Wrestling Entertainment's annual house show tour of Mexico began on Saturday with an event inside Arena Ciudad. Stephanie Vacker made her debut as a member of the WWE roster, pinning one half of the women's tag team champions Isla Dawn. After the match, Dawn demanded another opponent and was defeated by Jade Cargill. The main event of the show saw Cody Rhodes retain his undisputed WWE Universal Championship, defeating Santos Escobar in an I Quit match. In a six-man tag team match, the Bloodline Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa downed Andrade, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. Other title matches on the show saw Damian Priest defeat Jey Uso to retain the world title. Sami Zayn held on to the Intercontinental title with a win over Chad Gable. Women's World Champion Liv Morgan beat Shayna Baszler, and WWE Women's Champion Bayley downed Bianca Belair. Also on the show, Dominic Mysterio fought Rey Mysterio to a no contest, leading to a tag team match which saw the Elder Mysterio team with Dragon Lee in a win over Dominic and Carlito. The tour continues today in Monterey. Turning to Japan, AJ Styles appeared for the first time in a Pro Wrestling Noah ring on Saturday and emerged victorious over Naomichi Marufuji during the semi-main event of Noah's Destination pay-per-view. Held at the Budokan in Tokyo, Styles pinned Marufuji in 25 minutes and 27 seconds following a Styles clash. While Styles was the only WWE contracted wrestler to appear on the show, it was revealed that NXT wrestlers Josh Briggs and Tavion Heights would be a part of Noah's annual N1 Victory Tournament, which begins on August 4th. Saturday's Noah show was main evented by Global Honored Crown Champion Kaito Kiyomiya retaining over Yoichi in 25 minutes and 31 seconds. During the show, it was also announced that Noah wrestler Jake Lee was joining the New Japan Pro Wrestling faction Bullet Club War Dogs. AJ Styles wasn't the only WWE wrestler in Japan on Saturday as Io Sky debuted for the Marigold promotion at Sumo Hall in Tokyo. Sky appeared in the penultimate bout of the night, pinning Utami Hayashishita in 23 minutes and 1 second. Titled Summer Destiny, the show's main event saw Saray become the first Marigold World Champion after defeating Julia by referee stoppage in 25 minutes and 48 seconds. And finally, All Japan Pro Wrestling ran Edion Arena No. 2 in Osaka on Saturday, where Triple Crown champion Yuma Anzai defended his title for the third time, turning back the challenge of Suwama. In other All Japan news, Dave Meltzer reported on Saturday that Davey Boy Smith Jr. will return to the promotion for a 6-month stay beginning in August. And before we leave you today, We'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.